Like, he could also shoot the ball, and like he's a really good defender as well. Like, I remember when he was like defending me, like it wasn't easy trying to get past him because he's a really quick player. So I mean, those are like some of the players. Like, yeah, it would be nice like to have those kind of players like who make the hustle plays, especially like on defense, because those are the type of guys you want.
Hi everyone, it's Huzaima and welcome back on this episode of the OG Rec League podcast. Today I'm with the captain and one of the team member of Team Turkey. Hi Yoruk, how are you?
Good, how are you? Good, happy to be here.
I'm good, thank you. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
So the first question I have for you is, actually this is your second season with us. So how do you feel? How was it?
I thought this season for me individually was an improvement. I thought I played better compared to kind of the first season because I've gone into the rhythm of kind of the style of play.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of the overall success, I thought we played okay as a team. We unfortunately didn't advance to the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
But, you know, there were some games we had that we played really well, and we had really good certain sparks, I'll say.
Yeah, totally.
Offensively and defensively as well. I think like one of our strongest games I know this year was against Team Belgium, for instance. So that was a really good game for us.
Yeah.
But I think like the season was an improvement in the right direction overall, I think, for me individually as well. And I was able to shoot a bit better this season as well, which was a good advantage for me as well. So hopefully, you know, that improvement goes well into the third season as well, hopefully for me. Yeah.
No, that's great. Wonderful. So what is the main difference actually between these two seasons for you, like personally as a player, but also as a captain?
Yeah, I think for me, like this is my first time being a captain in the World Cup. So, you know, and when you're a team captain, you kind of have to be a bit more of a leader and, you know, bring your guys and players together and, you know, make sure everybody's on the same page about, you know, what to do on offense and defense. So I think for me personally, that was a really useful experience to try and kind of motivate players, like if we're in certain situations and kind of like strategize on how to go like throughout the game. And I think this year, like, you know, it had a different theme, like it was a World Cup edition. So me being Turkish myself, there was more of a, I guess, patriotic sense to it, to kind of represent Turkey in that sense. But I think there are 12 teams this year as well.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's good that, you know, that the league is growing a bit more. So that's like, you know, a good thing for the league and, you know, for a lot of players as well in general to get that exposure.
Yeah.
So I think like, yeah, the second season overall for me personally was a really, really positive experience, I have to say. And in terms of like the competition, I think like this league, OG League, is one of the top leagues in Ottawa, I have to say, in terms of competition, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some really tough teams in the World Cup, like Senegal was really good, and Team Somalia, Team Cote d'Ivoire. Those are some really tough teams to play against as well. So, yeah, no, in terms of the competition, I thought it was really, really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we'll come back regarding the teams, etc.
Thank you.
So actually, my next question was, will you see yourself come back like for another season? If yes, what's your game plan to take yourself but also your team further in the competition?
Yeah. So I do. Yeah, I'm hoping to come back next season for the winter season. I think for us, like one of the issues this season was playing well consistently.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we had certain guys who didn't come certain games and others who did. So having a bit of a consistent team chemistry, I think, is something like to work on for next season for sure.
Okay.
I think this year as well, we were kind of struggling. We were a bit of an undersized team in the tournament.
That's right. Yeah, some of the games.
And, you know, when you're playing against teams, again, like Team Senegal has, you know, taller players, more athletic players in particular, you kind of have to change your style of play according to that, and, you know, make more sharper passes, and, you know, make sure you're shooting the ball well against a taller team as well.
Yeah.
So I think the game plan for us is, you know, hopefully we'll get some bigger guys next season. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I think in terms of, you know, the overall skill level, like I was still satisfied as a team. Like we still had some really high IQ players and players who were contributing on both ends of the floor. So I think next season, yeah, the key for us will be improving a bit more on the defensive end. And just playing more as a unit and developing that chemistry throughout the season with more consistent guys throughout. Yeah.
Okay, great. For the next season, is there any player, for example, you're talking a lot about Team Senegal, Team Côte d'Ivoire, or Somalia. So it seems like you really like their chemistry and the teams as well. So is there any player from any team that you would like to join your team for the next season? Or someone that you have played against and you really like their game, so you're like, I want you in my team.
No, definitely. Yes, it's a tough question because again, there's so many really good players in the league. Like I know, there was we played against Team France. They had one big man who was like dunking everything. For instance. I mean, it would be nice to have a player like that on a team that's undersized in particular. But in terms of like other teams that really stood out, like in players, I think from when we played Team Senegal, number 18 was their main top scorer and their main shooter as well. Like he was a really good guard. He could handle the ball well. He could shoot the ball. He was also really athletic when he was driving to the rim. So those are kind of like some of the players that come to mind. And also there were some really good players on Team Belgium when we played against them as well. Yeah, that's right. Also, I think they had one point guard, number 5, Joel, I think. He's a really quick point guard. He could also shoot the ball, and he's a really good defender as well. I remember when he was defending me, it wasn't easy trying to get past him because he's a really quick player. So I mean, those are some of the players it would be nice to have those kind of players who make the hustle plays, especially on defense, because those are the type of guys you want on your team if you want to win, right? So
Okay, so actually one of your main, let's say, biggest skill was your shooting skill. So will you consider yourself the best shooter of this season? If not, who would you think can play against you in the shooting ground?
Yeah, well, I think individually on my team, I believe I was averaging the most threes made per game. So I think I would say I was the best shooter on Team Turkey overall. But I think in terms of other players that could really shoot the ball on Team Somalia,
yes,
Isaac,
same.
I think he's the first player that comes to mind really, totally, in terms of his shooting ability, and his just ability to score the ball in general. It's not easy to defend a player like that who has that kind of offensive capabilities. So I think that's one of the main one shooters that comes to mind for me. From this season for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Now let's dive into Team Turkey. What kind of challenges did you face playing during the summer? I think that you mentioned the consistency of the players. Is there any other challenges that you went through or?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that there were certain situations where we would go on a run and then there would be a certain, period in the game where we'd be playing well, but then we kind of let the other team come back and they would make a bit of a run. I think basketball is one of those high transition games where it can go back and forth.
Totally.
And it's really important that when the other team is going on a run to kind of remain composed and make sure you don't get too down on yourself. I feel like sometimes we were a bit too hard on ourselves when we were in those kind of situations. So I think that was one of the other challenges we had for sure. And I think that, again, being an undersized team, it's harder to defend as a unit when you're playing against taller, more physical players. So I think that was one of the other challenges that we faced this year as well. But in terms of other things, I thought, in terms of our point guard, Mitch was a really useful player for us. He was really good at getting to the rim, and he was very fast and able to get really quick layups for us. So there were moments this season where we had potential to win certain games, but unfortunately, every possession matters in basketball. Certain possessions, we could have gotten a better shot, and that's a difference. And it shows you how competitive this league can be. One or two possessions can make the difference.
Yeah, totally.
And that can win or lose a game at the end, right? So yeah.
Okay. So my last question for you: is there any advice you can give us to improve your experience as a player in the league, or is there also anything you would like to say to the people watching you?
Yeah, no. Hi, Mom and Dad.
I'm on the TV. I'm famous.
I'm on a podcast, but in terms of advice to give other players, playing in this league in particular, I think because I've played in 3 leagues up to this point in Ottawa, and I think in terms of competitiveness and like the skill of players, in my opinion, I think OG League was the best one so far.
Oh wow! Good to know.
Just because again, like the height difference on certain teams and like the skill level, like that does like that stands out compared to other men's leagues for me personally. And so I think like advice like I can give to other players is, I mean, just have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. Like have fun playing in a really competitive and like kind of environment in that kind of league.
Yeah, that's
I mean, we're all here to play basketball for a reason, and that's because we all love the game. We all love to play the game. So let's, and like if you're a type of player where you see that your team's not doing so good, like try to motivate your other players. Like try to be like have some of that positive energy to spread to others as well. So. That's kind of like the general advice I would give in general.
And for us, how can we improve your experience? Or you don't have anything to say?
I've had a really positive experience.
Okay.
In general, I think like it's always a challenge because like there's other leagues that you're competing with at the same time. But I think like just continue to reach out to other players, other parts of the community as well. Like having that community's grassroots engagement, I think is really important for like any leagues. Like reaching out to like other local organizations that prioritize like sports activities, like basketball in particular.
Okay. We'll take notes.
Yeah, I think like because I mean I've never run a men's league.
I get it.
But I think from a player perspective,
I liked it.
I still liked it. No, I thought like I would definitely like if you're looking for a high level competitive basketball league to play in, I would endorse OG League for sure.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Happy
and
to be here.
See you guys next time for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.